I didn't decide to get married until I found somebody
I would
that
only
I would
ever
marry.
get married if it was the right thing and the right
It was
person at the right time.
kind of an evolution of a sense that this is a person who I would be willing to spend the rest of my life with.
My world or my future hedges upon
I can't
marriage.
ever remember being like the Cinderella type or anything like that, dreaming about it or
I don't remember
or thinking about
the perfect wedding or the perfect man or
sitting in
anything like that.
A junior high, 8th grade classroom and looking around at the girls that were dating and had boyfriends, etc., and saying, wow, I am nothing like them, so I suppose that's not what I'm going to be about. I can remember that, you know. Even though I had a romantic interest with one of the boys that was in my class, I just thought, well, I'm not like them, so it's not going to happen.
Very open to the idea of physical intimacy as a youth, both
well,
when I was
as a youth
and also thinking forward to
I would say that once I learned some of the particulars about physical intimacy, I did not picture myself as being somebody who would ever want to do anything like that.
You know, other people were still sort of in that mode where they were saying, well, I won't have sex until I'm married and so forth, you know, what we had all been taught along the way. And I think even by that point I knew
physical
that
intimacy is a wondrous,
road that I was going to take.
Involved, rather intense experience that
I think intimacy is great, but
I
think
think
sex can be even better. I don't know how a person could live a life without sex. To me, it's extremely important, and everything else in my world kind of, the better, if I'm having good sex on a regular basis, it feels like everything else in my life goes much better than it does when I'm not having sex and not having good sex.
Kisses sweeter than wine. When I was a young man and never been kissed, I got to thinking over what I had missed. Got me a girl, I kissed her and then, oh Lord, I kissed her again. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine.
he asked me to marry and be his sweet wife, and we would be so happy the rest of our lives. He begged and he pleaded like a natural man, and then, oh Lord, I gave him my hand.
Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. I worked mighty hard and so did my wife, working hand in hand to make a good life. Corn in the field and wheat in the bins, I was, oh Lord, the father of twins. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine.
Our children, they numbered just about 4. They all had sweethearts knocking at the door. They all got married and they didn't hesitate. I was, oh Lord, the grandmother of 8.
Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine.
Now that we're old and we're ready to go, we get to thinking what happened a long time ago. Had a lot of kids, the trouble and pain, but oh Lord,
We do it again. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, kisses
They asked him, the master, what of marriage? And he answered, saying, you were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. Aye, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness. Let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone. Even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow.
I think my parents had sort of the ideal marriage, or do have the ideal marriage, in that they've both been very free to follow their interests and their desires, and they really have a partnership that they've shared the responsibilities of raising the children and taking care of the home and building that family and so forth. It was never the strict divide of gender roles, and I think that that's something that will be important to me when I get married, that I will know
two
that
pillars.
I won't be expected to do all the laundry or all the cleaning
they're
or
equal,
all the
they're
cooking.
strong, and they're together doing the same thing. I don't know how to define love. I think I have words that came to my mind when I think about love. Love is a decision, not a feeling, so it's kind of deciding to be all that for another person, and even when that other person
I think
doesn't
that,
offer you the same
when you
kind
were
of
having
thing, you
when
decide
you
to
are
love them anyway.
intimate with someone that you're in love with, I think it adds something different to the experience. But I don't think it necessarily is better than just having sex, just to have sex and, satisfy some sort of animal need or whatever. They're two different things, and I don't think that you can compare them. It's trying to compare apples and oranges, to compare
When you can decide to love, I think
sex
that
when you're having
and
sex or making love with someone that you're in love with.
pushes you toward a
and when you're just
physical
having sex.
relationship. And when you're not deciding to love, it obviously pushes you away from a physical relationship. So I think there's a certain there's a certain relationship there, but it's not a feeling kind of thing. It's a decision kind of thing.